This year, the holiday might not be the kind you'd call a holiday. Not because you don't want one, because there isn't a way to have one. You close your eyes, feel the sun, and never leave the building. Climb high enough, though, and a holiday stops needing a date at all. Somewhere above you, someone is on a boat they own in a sea they flew to. Same week off, same sun, a completely different holiday. This is what a holiday looks like at every income. At the bottom, you rent the boat by the minute. At the top, you forget you own it. The price of rest runs backwards. The people who most need the break pay for it longest. Level 1, the staycation. The flights did not happen. The week off did, barely. So the balcony becomes the beach, and the towel goes on the floor. On your phone, a boat tows a banana across someone else's bay. You are not on it, you are up here over the rooftops with a cold drink. A neighbor's music drifts up. The sea is a color, not a place. You scroll past other people's beaches and lock the phone. And somehow it works. You rest a little and you call it a staycation. The holiday costs you nothing because there is nothing to pay for. No queue, no transfer, no bill arriving in 3 weeks. The cheapest holiday in the world is the one you can already see. Level 2, the week on the card. This year you go. 1 week somewhere warm, all of it borrowed. A hotel room by the night. The smallest rental car at the airport. An all-inclusive wristband so nothing on top can surprise you. You ration the extras, 1 boat, 1 dinner, the rest is the pool. And the boat is 15 minutes on a banana, the one excursion you stretched for. You photograph all of it. It is real. It is yours for a week. Then you come home and the week stays on the statement. You pay for 7 days of sun across the next 8 months. Each payment a small fading postcard from a week that ended. The tan goes first, the balance stays the longest. The shortest holidays take the longest to pay for. Level 3, the trip you planned. You saved for this. You booked the cheap dates and counted every euro. A budget apartment. A rental car you compared for a week before booking. You knew the fuel policy and the deposit before you packed. You found the free beach and 1 dinner you let yourself photograph. The boat is an hour on a rented jet ski agreed in advance. You came home about 20% over what you planned, but the money was there. The cushion absorbed it. A sting, no wound. You rented the room, the car, the boat, and gave all of it back. Nothing followed you home except the photographs. You can afford the holiday, you just cannot afford to stop counting. Level 4. You stop checking the price. Something quiet changes. You book the better hotel without flinching. The rental car goes up a category. You stop reading the fuel policy. You eat where you want. You book the room with the view. The jet ski is an hour because you wanted an hour, not the price. The boat is a half-day charter and you do not ask what it costs. You still rent everything. You just stopped minding the rates. The constraint is no longer the money. It is the calendar and the where. For the first time, the holiday is about the place, not the price. The first luxury is not owning more. It is no longer asking the cost. Level 5. A place of your own. Here the rule changes. You stop booking holidays, you go to your place. A caravan, a cabin, a small flat a few hours from home. The car is the one you drove up in. The deck chairs are yours, but the boat is still rented by the day at the same marina. You own the base, you still rent the fun, and the place quietly costs you all year whether you go or not. Insurance, repairs, a standing charge for a view you visit twice. You drive past the marina and still pay the day rate for a boat. Same lake every summer, a small guilt on the weekends you do not visit. You wanted somewhere to escape to. Now it expects you. The place does not move, so your holidays stop moving too. The thing you buy to rest is the first thing that starts to own you. Level 6, the place in the sun. Now the home is abroad, a villa, a pool, a key that is yours. The flights are routine. A car waits at the house for your arrival. Someone you pay opens the shutters before you land. The little runabout in the boathouse is yours. The big boat you charter. You own the stay. You rent the experiences too large to keep. And the second home becomes the second set of bills to maintain. A pool cleaned for the 11 months you are not there. You own the address. You rent anything too big to leave idle. You have a there now. A life that runs while you are not in it. Eventually, the holiday stops being where you go and becomes what you keep. Level 7. You decide which car to take. You pack the bags and stand in the garage abroad, choosing. Not which rental, which of yours. The cars are already there. The boat is a yacht with a crew, waiting where you asked it to be. A house already warm, a fridge already full, a schedule already made. The same choice as the airport forecourt, which car, an opposite life. Nothing is hired by the day. It was all arranged before you landed. You no longer plan a trip. A team plans it, and you arrive. The holiday is logistics now, smooth, staffed, and slightly unreal. Everything is handled and nothing is quite an adventure. You traded the friction for the smoothness and missed it a little. When you own everything the day needs, the day stops feeling like escape. Level 8. The holiday disappears. There is no trip because there is no normal life to leave. A house in every there. None of them a holiday. All of them Tuesday. The yacht is simply one of the things that exists, used or not. A crew is paid to keep it ready for a week that may not come. Houses kept warm in cities you have not decided to visit yet. The question is never which rental, it is which of mine. Everything is available, so nothing is an occasion. You cannot take a holiday from a life that is already everywhere. When every door is open, none of them is an escape. When you can rest anywhere, rest stops being a place you go. The whole ladder? Watch the boat again from the top down, a yacht you forgot you own, a runabout, a charter, a rented hour, a 15-minute banana, and then a boat you only watched from a balcony. Same sea, same sun. 8 completely different ways to touch it. The boat never changed, only your relationship to the boat did. At the bottom, you rent the holiday, finance it, and pay the longest. At the top, you own it and barely notice the spend at all. The same week off, priced from a wristband to a payroll. The same boat, rented by the minute or forgotten in a marina you own. The holiday does not get better at every level. It stops being a holiday. Somewhere right now, someone is on a balcony with a towel and a cold drink, calling it a holiday, and they are not wrong. They felt the sun, they rested, they simply never left. That is what a holiday looks like at every income. Rest costs the most for the people who most need it. Which rung was your last holiday, and which boat were you on? One shift changes everything.